Hello watchers, today I just want to have a chatty video and it's about channel update. As some of you may have noticed, I've changed the title of the channel from Architecting Studio to Archiworks, and there's a reason for that. I basically have opened a second channel which is now called Architecting Studio, and then kept this channel as is, but renamed it Archiworks to better suit what I'm intending to do. Now, the Archiworks channel, this channel, will pretty much stay the same, except for obviously I've changed the name. I'll still have art subscription boxes. I'll still have, well, I'm going back to bullet journaling, my love-hate relationship with bullet journaling, art hauls and swatching those out. Ink with me I want to get back into, which is where I'm teaching myself how to ink to hopefully an architectural standard. Gouache diaries, where I'm, messing around with gouache and stuff. Print sessions, which is basically printmaking. I've got quite a few videos lined up for that, but again, I've got loads of ideas for these channels, just so little time to get things done. So that seems to be my main problem. The pastel works as well. I want to do a lot more work with pastel, and by pastel I mean soft pastels, so like half sticks, full sticks, and then like pastel pencils. And then the castle collection as well. I want to get into start making my own designs for the castles. And of course, just generally my own architectural, my own archiworks that'll be produced from these videos and things as well. And then making stuff as well for my online store, which I know I keep mentioning, but hopefully this year it will be going ahead, even if it's only got a few items in it. Because in my head I've got like a whole array of stuff that I want to do, but it might only be a few items, but at least it will be launched and good to go for when I can just keep putting stuff in the store. So basically this channel will be artsy stuff inspired by architecture, which is essentially what it is now. However, the second channel will be more, so this one's more architecture inspired, so it's all orientated around different buildings by different people and history and all sorts of things, whereas this channel will be more from an architect's perspective, i.e. mine. And it'll be my own building designs, so videos discussing those and showing you how I come up with the concepts and the programming and all sorts of things for that. Architectural book reviews as well. Architectural focused trips, like I've had one from London to do with Renenze piano. I had it filmed a couple of years ago, but I've just not got around to editing it, so hopefully that'll be one of the first videos that gets uploaded to this. Model making videos, architectural models that is. And then obviously my own odyssey of becoming an architect and sharing that experience and journey with whoever watches this channel. Sketchbook insights, so there'll be more diagrams and programming and explaining space relations and all sorts of things, and how to represent and visualize your own architectural works. But I don't want to go too far down the tutorial route on this channel, because there are a lot of great architectural channels out there that convey how to do that, although they do tend to be heavily digital, whereas I sort of dip into traditional, then go into digital, or start with digital and go into traditional. So I sort of flip and flop between the two. So I do have a different method, I would say, to how those people work. We'll see how the videos go, and if people do request tutorials, then of course I will oblige. And also to add some whimsy and not make the channel too stiff, which you can do with architecture a little bit, I think. I've created two characters. You may have seen me mention these on previous videos. Archimus and Archie. The idea behind Archimus is, I don't know if you've ever seen Lizzie McGuire, where she's got like a miniature character of herself running around on screen, sort of expressing her inner thoughts or like taking the piss out of herself. But that's sort of what I wanted for Archimus, was to sort of have like a very exaggerated mini-me sort of running around on screen, sort of explaining things, or, you know, just adding some humour to whatever it is that I'm doing. And then Archie is a more knowledgeable character. He's the one with all the knowledge, architectural knowledge. So he'll be the one sort of correcting Archimus, and also doing a lot of eye rolling, having to deal with her antics. And it's also a way of storytelling as well, which is partly what architecture is about as well. And to convey ideas in the narratives of whatever video I choose to put them in. So I thought they'd be a nice idea. Now, the great thing about these is I'm in the very early stages of speaking with a publisher about using these characters as in a magazine sort of format for kids age 8 to 12, to explain architecture and get them into architecture at a young age, and making it obviously fun for them and things, which architecture is fun anyway, you know, but extra fun. So I'm in the very early stages of doing that, so you may see the backstages of that on Archiworks, but the only time you'll see them on the Architecting Studio channel is when it's a finished product. So like the video will be finished, whereas you might see me working on them in the background in Archiworks and things. So you may see them pop up on both channels, but they will be the finished, polished view of them on the Architecting Studio channel. So hopefully that is somewhat cleared up why there's now 2 channels, and also why this channel's name has changed, and hopefully that's going to be better for the viewer as well, so you guys know that if you want artsy stuff that's architecturally inspired, you stick with this channel, or if you want to, you know, get more into what an architect's way of dealing with projects and coming up with ideas in how all that makes a building, please go ahead and subscribe to the Architecting Studio as well. Or if you want to do both, I don't mind. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and in the meantime, happy architecting.